Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my October TBR. I'm gonna try my best to get through this TBR pretty quickly because it's so hot in here right now. What is going on? Why are we at October and it's still so hot? Anyways, to catch you up with my TBR from last month, 3 of them I have finished, I read, I loved. 2 of them I am currently in the middle of, and then 2 of them I have not yet finished, but I still have a couple days left. We are bringing out my Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Misery, Wheel of books. This wheel holds a ton of challenges and prompts, and I will be using this to select my books. Although, because it is October and I have a very specific vibe that I like to read in October, and that's pretty much only horror, my selection of books is far more limited, but hopefully the wheel comes through. We have a theme that we're sticking to. Let's just get into it. No more rambling. I'm so hot. First spin is Instagram. The way I get this one every time. Instagram. Instagram. No. I get it every time. That means I have to go on Instagram and find a book. I'm not even kidding. If you guys have watched my previous TBRs, I get this one every single time. And I always have the hardest time with it because I don't use Instagram that often, so my feed is not, my algorithm doesn't know me that well. However, I did actually get a tip from someone on my last TBR who said, if I click Instagram at the top, ooh, okay, I can do following. And then I'm only gonna see posts from people that I'm following. First thing I see is Assassin's Apprentice. No. Let me give it a little like. There's nothing on there. Ooh, people watching. I don't own that. Thief of Night. Wait, Thief of Night, Thief of Night. Oh my God. Let's go with this one. We're going with Thief of Night actually because I'm currently in the middle of doing a vlog where I'm reading sequels, and that would fit perfectly. I could like just easily slip that into that vlog before I post it. You guys actually might be seeing the vlog before you're seeing this. So if you already watched the vlog and I read Thief of Night, then you already know what I thought of it, but I'm gonna read that. That's perfect. This is the sequel to Book of Night. I actually think I might need to reread Book of Night, but it's not a very long book, so I think that is actually perfect. Oh my God. Okay, so this is a fantasy series, like urban fantasy, urban paranormal. I think it's more urban fantasy, but it's about people who can do shadow magic, like your shadow is its own separate entity. You know, as I'm talking about it, I'm realizing I really do need to reread book 1 because I don't remember a ton of it. I know I really enjoyed it, and I remember it ended on a cliffhanger, so I'm very excited to read book 2. Okay, that was actually perfect. Next spin is library. That's actually perfect. That's actually perfect because I just went to the library recently and picked up a bunch of books that I had on hold. A bunch of like new horror books. New meaning like books that were published this year. So the ones that I got are The Lamb by Lucy Rose, which I think is a cannibal book. The Library at Hellborn by Cassandra Khaw, which I also think might be about cannibals. Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang, which is about a crime scene cleaner. And then Buffalo Hunter Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones, which is about vampires. So honestly, I'm most likely going to be reading all of these books in October. I think I'm feeling The Lamb by Lucy Rose. I've been wanting to read this ever since it came out. It's a queer folktale about a mother and daughter living in the woods, and I think they might eat people. It says they're waiting for strangers to knock on their door. Strays, Mama calls them. People who have strayed too far from the road. Mama loves strays. She feeds them wine, keeps them warm, then she satisfies her burning appetite by picking apart their bodies. But Mama's want is stronger than her hunger sometimes. And when a beautiful white-toothed stray named Eden turns up in the heart of a snowstorm, Margot must confront the shifting dynamics of her family and untangle her own desires and make her bid for freedom. Yeah, that sounds so good. I'm gonna keep these handy because I probably will be adding some more of those to my TBR, if the wheel will allow it. Okay, next spin is Second Chance. Ooh, oh my god, wait. Cassandra Khaw, who I've had a very mixed bag with. Cassandra Khaw wrote one of my favorite horror novellas, The Salt Grows Heavy. I love that book so much. But then I also read The All-Consuming World this year, and I hated that so much. I could not force myself to finish it. So I need something new from Cassandra Khaw to replace the one that I hated. And this sounds really good. Oh my god, the blurb says that this is a punk rock, eldritch god, carnage-fueled battle royale dark academia. It takes place at the Hellborn Technical Institute for the Gifted, which is a premier academy for the dangerously powerful, the Antichrist and Death Workers, the World Eaters and Apocalypse Makers. Hellborn promises redemption, acceptance, and a normal life after graduation. At least, that's what Elisa is told after she's kidnapped and forcibly enrolled. But the Institute is more than just a haven for monsters. On graduation day, the faculty embark on a ravenous rampage, feasting on their students. Oh my god, okay, so it is cannibals. Trapped in the school's carnivorous library, Elisa and her surviving classmates must do something they were never taught: work together. If they don't, this school will eat them alive. That sounds so fun. Oh my god. I like how I'm like, oh my god, cannibals, so fun. Okay, next spin. A mood read. Okay, so I can just pick whatever I want. A book that I've really been in the mood for is Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Canas. I just recently saw, I think it was Heather McLary, do a reading vlog where she read this, and the way that she was describing it just sounded so good. It is a horror book, but I think it is also a romance. Like, I think there's just a very strong romance element to it. I read her other book, The Hacienda, and I didn't love that. I do think that was her debut book, so I have been wanting to give her another chance, and I just know people love this. It says, vampires, vaqueros, and star-crossed lovers face off on the Texas-Mexico border in this supernatural western. I don't know, I've just really been in the mood for this. You guys, I feel like my whole TBR is gonna be cannibals and vampires, which technically, this is a question, okay? I have a question for you guys. Are vampires considered cannibals? Let's debate in the comments, because I personally think yes. I think vampires are a form of cannibals. But once you become a vampire, are you then no longer human? So then you would only be a cannibal if you eat another vampire. But if you eat a human, that's not cannibalism because you're technically no longer human. So in order to be a cannibal, you have to be eating your own kind. But if you were once that thing, but you turned into something else and then you eat the previous thing, then are you still technically a cannibal? Let's debate. I would love to hear all of your opinions in the comments. Okay, next spin. Is my subscriber jar. Oh no, no. Ugh. Okay, my subscriber jar, it's still a baggie, okay? I had my subscribers all pick books on my physical TBR. Okay. It's having a baby. This one. Please be horror. Please be horror. Parrot. Oh my god, it is horror. Yay. Okay, this is from Sarah Kinsey. Parasite was really good once you get past the first 2 short stories. The creatures are really gross. Parasite. I think that is Darcy Coates right here. Parasite. Okay. Oh, I've got like stickers stuck on the back of it. So this is actually, I think, it's a collection of short stories that are all sci-fi horror. When a guard discovers an unusual life form on her remote moon outpost, she disregards protocol to investigate. With catastrophic consequences, a parasitic alien wears its victim's skin and adopts their personalities. It mimics the way they talk, the way they look, the way they act. It's the perfect disguise. Scary. Sci-fi horror, I think, is like the main subsect of horror that genuinely terrifies me. I'm terrified of space. That sounds perfect. Oh my god. Okay, next spin. A BIPOC author. Okay, so actually both of my other library books are BIPOC authors. Kylie Lee Baker is Japanese, and Stephen Graham Jones is Indigenous. Ugh, this is so hard. This is such a hard decision. I want to read both. I most likely will read both. I think I'm gonna put Bat Eater and Other Names for Zhang on my official TBR because I've had so many people recommend this to me specifically. Actually, it's funny. It says it's for fans of The Only Good Indians, which is by Stephen Graham Jones, and The Eyes Are the Best Part, which is a book that I loved. So this says Zhang is a crime scene cleaner washing away the remains of brutal murders and suicides in Chinatown. But none of that seems so terrible when she's already witnessed the most horrific thing possible, her sister Delilah being pushed in front of a train. Before fleeing the scene, the murderer shouted 2 words, Bat Eater. So the bloody messes don't really bother Cora. She's more bothered by the germs on the subway railing, the bare hands of a stranger, and hidden viruses in every corner. Oh wait, is this a COVID book? I think I'm now having a memory that this is about COVID. But she can't ignore the dread in her stomach as she keeps finding bat carcasses at crime scenes, or the scary fact that all of her recent cleanups have been bodies of East Asian women. That sounds very good. I have not been a fan of any like COVID related media, any COVID books, or like whenever TV shows have like a random COVID episode. I've not been a fan of that, but I have just heard amazing things about this book. And I do think if you're going to be doing a COVID story, looking at it through the lens of the Asian hate that was at an all-time high during the pandemic, I think this will be a really interesting story. I'm hoping for a lot of good commentary, so I'm excited for that one. I think we're gonna do one more spin. A cover by, okay, I feel like I know exactly what I want to pick, and that is Black Flame by Gretchen Felker Martin. This was a complete cover buy. I knew nothing about it, and then I saw it in the bookstore and I was like, you're coming home with me. Look how creepy this is. It is so freaky, and the longer I look at it, the more I love it. So this is about a cursed film called The Baroness. It's an infamous exploitation film which was long thought destroyed by Nazi fire, but it is discovered 50 years later. When lonely archivist Ellen, deeply closeted and pathologically repressed, begins restoring the hedonistic movie, it unspools dark desires from deep within her. As she is consumed by visions and voices, she becomes convinced the movie is real and happening to her, and that frame by frame she is unleashing its occult horrors on the world. That sounds so good. I love horror books about horror movies. Also, that description kind of gives me a little bit of Mary vibes. Yeah, this cover is so cool. Hold on, let me take this sticker off. The one thing I love about Half Price Books, they know how to put stickers on a book, okay? They put stickers on a book that were made to come off. Like, the closer that you look at this cover, the details, all of this coming out of her mouth is like rotted film. Ugh, it's like so disgusting to look at, but I love it. So that is my whole October TBR. I am so excited to read all of these books. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and check out my Patreon where I post tons of exclusive content. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!